Hello everyone, welcome to the first ever episode with Coding with Scott. Today we are going to do a simple and quick Java Discord bot. So by the end of this video you'll be able to go into your Discord, type the command spam and start spamming your friends just like I'm doing right now. So in this episode we are going to be creating a Java Discord bot. So if you've ever used Discord, you know that servers have their own bots that they use to welcome people, to manage them, to create roles, all those fun things. And in today's episode, we're going to be quickly learning how to make our very own Java Discord bot. So we're first going to need something to code in, an integrated development environment. And for us, that is going to be IntelliJ. So that's where we're going to be writing all of our actual code. Then we're going to need Java downloaded so that we don't only just have to run it, we also have to have the development kit for it. And then finally, of course, you have to have Discord downloaded as well. So the first thing that you need is the Java development kit. And what this allows you to do is not only run Java programs like Discord and Minecraft, but it allows you to actually start coding with them too. So you're going to go to this website, I'm going to link it in the description, or you can just look up JDK. And you're going to go to the download section, and you're going to be able to download the JDK for your specific environment. So if you're running macOS, Linux, or Windows, you can download it for that. You're just going to click the link, it will download, and you're just going to hit next, next, next until it's downloaded and finally installed. The next thing you're going to look for is the IntelliJ IDE, which is what we're going to be using and what we're actually going to be typing our code into. It's a wonderful program, and it works perfectly with what we want to do here. So I'll again link this in the description. You're going to go to your specific desktop environment, and you're going to download the community version. You do not need the ultimate version. The tools for the ultimate version are not needed for pretty much anything of what we're doing today or in the future. So the community version will do just fine. You'll download that, and same thing as the JDK, just keep clicking next until you're done with it. Then the package that we're going to be using to connect Java and Discord together is called JavaCord, and what this allows us to do is just connect the two and use methods that this package has created that allow us to pretty much simplify our code instead of having to write a lot of it for ourselves. This has simplified a lot of things for us to do. And if you're looking for more things to do outside the scope of this tutorial, they have their entire documentation here with all the methods that you can use to create your own cool bots besides just a spam bot. We're going to open up the JavaCord GitHub link, and I'm going to have that in the description. So we just have to type that in, and we want version 4.3 because the latest version actually isn't correct. It doesn't have the right documentation, so no one knows how to use it right now. So we're just going to use 4.3. We're going to go down here, and we're going to download the JDA with dependencies jar and just download that. Now we are ready to start coding. But one last step actually is we have to make our Discord bot and register it with Discord. So we're going to type in Discord Developer Porter. We're going to go there. We're going to go to Applications, and we're going to click New Application up in the top right corner. This one is going to be YouTube Tutorial. I know I spelt it wrong. Oh well. Then we're going to go to Bot. Then we're going to click Add Bot here, and then Yes, I'll do it. And we're just going to call this YouTube tutorial, but we're going to spell it correctly. And then we're going to go to OAuth2. We're going to go to URL generator. We are going to click bot and then administrator. This is giving the bot administrator permissions. Then we're going to open up a new tab. We're going to copy and paste that link that it generated at the bottom. And then we're going to add it to one of our servers. So I have a server set up for it to test in, and we're going to click continue and then authorize. And it will go in there. Now we are ready to start coding with it. So we're going to open up a new IntelliJ project, and this is what your screen is going to look like once you start making a new project. It has to be a new Gradle project. It has to be Java, and we're going to click next. We're going to call this YouTube bot, and then we're just going to click finish. And then here you're going to have to replace some of this code as soon as it's done building up. So you're going to see down here it's going to have to build up first before we can make any changes. So you're just going to have to wait a bit for that, especially if it's your first time, but for me it's only 4 seconds. So we're going to go back to this GitHub page, and we're going to copy and paste this code, and we're going to go back here and replace this code here with that. Control S, and then one last thing to get our library loaded, click project structure, and then we're going to go to libraries, and then we're going to click this plus button, and we're going to go to our downloads folder where that library we downloaded is, downloads, and then we are going to scroll down until we find JDA, and I'm just going to click this one here. I'm going to click OK and click OK. Now you just have to kind of restart IntelliJ, so I'm just going to close it out and I'm going to open it back up. This will get the class implemented and ready for use. So then we're going to expand this main folder here. We're going to right click on Java and we're going to type in a new Java class. This class is going to be called main, and we're going to start writing our code here. So the first thing we're going to write is PSVM, and that stands for public static void main, which is our main method for Java. Then we're going to type up here, it has to throws login exception, and it'll import that package up there for us. So now we're going to type JDA builder, and that'll load in for us. JDA equals JDA builder dot create default. Then we're going to hit that, semicolon there, string here. Now we're going to add something back there, but not quite, not yet. Then we're going to do JDA dot set activity to activity dot plain, and we're just going to say it's plain Minecraft. So if you ever have used Discord before, you know that users will have like plain under their name or listening or whatever it might be, and you can see our bot is now in here. Whatever it might be under their names, and this is what we're doing. So you can do .listening, .watching, whatever it might be, and then change it. So you can set it to something funny if you want. I'm just going to set it to Minecraft, and then JDA. This is command for later, and then just JDA.build. Simple as that. And then our last thing to do with this is to just we have to register it. So we have our register here. We're going to go back to the bot, and we're going to click copy for this token. Now you never want to share this token with anyone. I'm going to be able to just click this regenerate button after the video and regenerate, so it's not shared with you, but it allows people to control your bot and then control your server, especially if you gave them admin privileges. So we're just going to copy that and paste it inside of here. Now when we run this class, we should be able to see it inside of our Discord server playing Minecraft. And as you can see, it's right there. Now what you'll see when it loads up is all this red. You might think it's an error, but it's just finished loading, so that is okay. I'm going to close that out, and then I'm going to make a new class, new Java class, and we're going to call this commands, because this is going to be our spam function. And before we build that out, we're just going to set the code for it in here, JDA.add event listeners, and it's going to be new commands, and it'll give us an error right now. Possibly it should, but it's not. Oh well, we already have it set up, so it's not. So we're going to go over to that, and we're going to type a few things out. So we are going to type public void on guild message received. Guild in Discord is just a server, and then add our brackets here, and then we're going to type guild message received event here, and it's going to be event. So this is the variable, and this is the name of the variable. That's just simple Java. And then we are going to basically take that message and split it up into a bunch of different strings. Args, so we're going to call it a string array named args equals the event dot get message dot get content raw dot split. So pretty much everywhere there's a space is now going to be a new word in our string list. We're going to type if, we're going to make an else, if else, just an if statement here. And then we're going to type args 0, so if the first string dot equals, ignore case because we don't care about capitals. So this is where we're going to type our command. So we're actually going to have a string above here, and we're going to call it prefix. And the reason we're doing that is this is what's going to prefix our command. So for most for most for most Discord bots, it's an exclamation point. That's pretty basic for Java, and that's what we're going to use here. And this is going to be a public string so that others can use it as well. And then ignore case is going to be prefix plus and then spam. So this is the command. So whenever we type in this exclamation point spam, we'll be able to run whatever inside here. So we're going to event.getMessage.reply, and then we're going to reply with this bot is working .q. So it's going to create that message and then it's going to send it over to Java, and then we're just going to have our loop for our spam, and then this is going to be while true, and this is going to be different than reply. It's just going to be the event dot get channel, so whatever channel the event happened in, dot send message, and then we're going to send a message, just befriend, and then dot q to send it over again. And then one last thing for here, we are going to have it extends listener adapter, just like that. Okay, now that we're done typing out the commands, just realized we had a spelling error. So it was up here, it was IE here, so you just have to change it to IEI, and you'll see this yellow text appear, and that will mean that it's ready. So now we can run it, we can press play, and you can see it finish loading, and it should be back in there, and it's back in there now. And then we're just going to type our command spam. So you have now just created your first ever Discord bot, and you guys have learned a lot. You've learned how to make a simple one, how to set one up, and in future tutorials I'm going to go step by step, slower, describing what every line of code means, and I'm going to do Java tutorials so you know the basics of Java as well. This is basically just a first introduction to me, to who I am, to getting my foot in the door, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.